I can't wait. Like when the kids are older, like I want to go to their house and like stay and just do stupid
like,
shit that they do.
Can you guys
Like,
go in the basement and then you're just up there like just banging on the floor,
dude,
banging on the
I'm gonna like
walls.
get like toothpaste everywhere and like wash my hands and get water everywhere, like soap
Yes,
towels.
pee on the toilet seat.
Dude, all the stuff. Leave
just
a cabinet
all the
doors
stuff
open.
they
And, like,
did. Just leave the dishes on the table.
It's gonna get real stupid.
We're back. That was what a week.
What a week.
What a week. Busy, but we are back on a Tuesday in September.
Is it? Yeah.
Is it gonna? Yes, it will be.
Yeah.
Man, 32 episodes, dude.
Mm-hmm. Getting closer.
Getting closer to what?
Our big year.
Oh, 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
I mean, it is getting closer. I agree. And that'll be wild. That number 52 will be crazy.
We'll have to do something stupid for it.
Yeah. Well, we'll come up with something fun.
Already have some ideas.
Oh, geez. I don't even want to know.
Valentine's Day themed. Already got some ideas.
Oh, man.
Don't even worry about it. It's going to be fine.
Gosh.
Everything's good.
We are live on TikTok. I was going to go live on YouTube, but I didn't get that prepared. So
makes sense.
We'll get there. We're just little babies. We're rookies at this still.
Little baby steps still.
So, yeah, we're trying to get, some people to watch and follow, but we're back. Episode 32, Cartridge and Quest. Your Tuesday nostalgic nonsense.
Little break for you.
Little break for us too.
Yeah.
Kind of hang out, get a little drink, get a little talking in.
Listen to the kids run around upstairs. It's all good.
I mean, it's the way it goes.
Yeah.
They say we'll miss that when they're older, so we'll take it. The thing is, like, for us, we're not like, I feel like we're pretty strict parents, and our kids still don't have the manners that I want them to have, and they don't have like they're still brats.
I feel like it's like with my kids, it's always the stuff you don't expect. Like they can be very complimentary, and like you get them something, they're like, "Hey, thank you. I really appreciate that." Like whatever,
Yeah.
It's like you don't expect that at all, and then it's like, "Hey, remember when I asked you like 8 times to go do this?" And it's like, "Oh, I didn't hear you." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
And it's not even like last night. I've got a 16-year-old, and it's just like he's trying to be a man, but I know he's not a man yet, and he tries to bow up to me, and I'm like, bro, are you sure? Because like I don't even need to get physical with you at this point, because there's a lot of stuff that I could take away that will quickly rock your world. And it's like, you're gonna do what I said.
Internet goes off. It's like, what's up?
Like, what are you gonna do? Or just the Xbox. I could just turn the Xbox off with my phone. Like, just boom.
Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
Yeah. You want to bow up now? Like, and so it's just like, and he gets that, but he doesn't get that. You know what I mean? And it's just like, dude, come on. Like, work with me here.
Sometimes you just got to learn the hard way, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly. And so he's into this phase where, like, on the weekends, he wants to stay up until like 2:00 in the morning every freaking day.
I remember we were playing like Fortnite, and it's like, "Hey, can I stay till like 2:30?" It's like, no, why?
No way, dude. Like even last night, he comes in there, he's like, "Make sure my stuff's on till 2." I'm like, first of all, I'm not making sure of anything.
Yeah.
And second of all, you have 2 soccer games tomorrow.
That's a weird way to ask permission.
Yeah, right. You're going to bed early tonight because you need a good night's sleep because you have 2 soccer games. And so it's just like, this is I feel like the hardest part so far.
Dude, I'm not looking forward to them being teenagers because, like I said, my daughter's already scaring the shit out of me. She will just randomly get sad about like the weirdest shit, and I'm like, oh my god, it's coming.
And girls are so different too. Like my boys are just rabid animals.
They're animals, 100%.
And Waverly is like, she's kind of that way, but she's got a sweet side to her.
Yeah.
And especially me, like not so much her mom, because they are like, I don't know. Amanda can say some pretty wild things, and it just doesn't even phase her. I say something not even like harsh, and it just crushes her, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
Like I just have to be careful what I say.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
it can get really, really hairy really quick. So
it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, probably, but hopefully she can and that's the good thing. Like my wife's very open about all the lady stuff. And so I feel like that's a good thing because she's going to know like what's coming and why and just what to do about it, as opposed to parents that just hide that and make their kids figure it out on their own.
Sure.
So hopefully that helps. I don't know. We'll see. That'll be the first time we've ever had to go through that. So anywho, Retro Rewind.
Do it.
It's brought to you by the Regent Theater.
That's right.
For now. And no, Jerry's gonna be here. He's gonna be around. But it's The Senior tonight. It's a Angel Studios football movie. My son's there with his girlfriend, I think.
Hopefully.
That's where they said they were.
We'll see.
So we'll see what happens in 9 months. Just kidding. They're there. We tracked it. He's got an iPhone and an AirTag, so we know exactly where it's at.
It's like a collar he wears. Fucking shot collar. You take that off, I'm gonna AirTag your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
So do you remember Windows XP? Do you remember Windows XP first? But second, do you remember Windows XP Media Center?
I do, actually. Yeah. I never would have thought of it ever again in my life until you said that. But I was like, oh yeah.
So I also remember Media Center. I remember XP, but I remember these remotes, these TV remotes that had a Media Center button on them. You remember that? It was a round button that had like the Windows XP icon and green.
Don't remember that.
You don't remember that? So Windows, this was pretty cool back then. We didn't have anything like this, and it was kind of it was just a new thing. So it was another version of the OS, but it allowed for playing DVDs right inside of Windows Media Center, where you had to go get another app to do that always, and it was always a hassle and a pain in the butt. It had the ability to have a TV tuner in it, so the PC card that was in the back of your computer had a coax cable. You could plug your cable right into it and watch that right on the computer. You could manage digital photos and you could burn media right inside
of it. They were like paving the way for like the computer to like be like your source of entertainment.
Exactly. Yes. This was like so early in the technology, but it was like this really, even though it sucked, like it wasn't awesome.
No,
it was not great,
but it was everything in one. And that's what was the benefit.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was like, you're right. It was like the precursor to like what the computer is today, because you can do all of that stuff just natively.
It's getting weird. Like all the stuff it does now, it's wild.
Yeah. And so I remember this just be like what they wanted this to be was like you put your computer in your living room and hook it to your TV, right?
Yeah.
It didn't ever really work like that because computers were big and ugly and loud and hot and all of that stuff. But it was just it was very innovative and very cool, and kind of started the revolution of burning CDs, like recording TV onto your computer and putting that onto the internet. Like I remember that being a thing because you could plug your cable right into it and record right off a cable. And so pretty cool back in 2003. Windows Media Center XP Media Center Edition.
They started it.
RIP. But let's take a little trip for the cartridge conundrum tonight.
Okay.
Remember that feeling of being a kid, sitting in front of the TV on a Saturday morning, and the world was drawn in crayons? No? Maybe? Kinda? That's what this game was. Okay. It was the swan song of the SNES, showing off what the console could really do right before the next generation of 3D games took over. It was a bold move by Nintendo to put their famous plumber in a supporting role, entrusting the fate of the Mushroom Kingdom to a lovable green dinosaur and a baby with a serious set of lungs. So here's the question. Released on October 4th, 1995, this legendary title was known for its whimsical art style, revolutionary new mechanics like the flutter jump, and the famously annoying sound effect that made you want to rush to save your precious cargo. What was it? Was it A, Super Mario Paper, B, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, C, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, or D, Chrono Trigger? If you got it, let us know in the comments, and we'll see who gets it first. What do you think it was?
I'm not going to tell you.
Pretty obvious. Chrono Trigger was great. I'm just kidding. It's not D, I promise. I honestly, I don't even know what Chrono Trigger was.
I don't either. Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
let me just tell you that I
was going to throw that out there.
know it's a thing, and it's definitely one of the answers, but I did not ever play it. It was popular, like it's a big deal though. Okay, so SNES, the game we just talked about was the Swan Song, and what's that mean?
I don't know.
Swan Song.
I've always heard it, but I don't
like
know.
The last hurrah, right?
Okay,
like
sure,
like the last big push.
Okay.
For SNES was the game we just talked about, because in 1996, this week in history, the coolest, the most awesome,
hell yeah,
Nintendo to ever come out, the freaking Nintendo 64 debuted.
I agree.
Dude, it was so awesome. They set the bar, and they were still doing it on cartridges, which was wild, because everybody was moving to CDs because they were so much, you could put so much more data on them. And
CDs fucking sucked though, because you get scratched and skips, and like it was awful. I hated it so much. So yeah, I didn't mind the cartridges whatsoever.
I thought this Nintendo 64 was just awesome. I mean, 64-bit graphics, much better music. And it was the controller at first was super freaking weird, but you got used to it
for sure.
Because those C buttons on the left side of that thing, when you're holding it, but really, if you just held it with the big ding dong in the middle, and the little ding dong on the right side, then you could do anything you needed to do.
You got to have the right ding dongs in the hand.
Yes, the right ding dong and the middle ding dong. Just remember that when you're playing in 64. These things were just so awesome. The first day, this thing sold 300,000 units, which in 1996, I feel like that's pretty good. I don't know how that compares to like the PlayStation 1 when it came out a year or two later, but 300,000 seems like quite a bit.
It is.
And it was only $200.
That's what I saw. The $199 price tag. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. Okay, so what you can't see there is how many units do you think sold of this in the first year?
If I had to take a random guess, I would say like 3.6 million.
Golly, that's a great guess, dude. I can't believe you got that spot on to the 0.6. I can't believe that.
I just threw it out
there.
Just figure out, see what happens.
I feel like you cheated. How did you cheat? How did he know that? It's in the notes, but I haven't whited out.
Anyway.
Dang. Anyway, $200, man. Like, that's so affordable for what you were getting. You were getting the latest and greatest. You were and I guess, I mean, maybe $200 felt like more money back then, but to me, like, when I look back at like TV prices, I've seen old 90s ads.
Oh, I know.
TV prices were outrageous back then for anything
you're buying. $40 and go get a 40-inch or something.
I know. Yeah, it's insane. Like, I just saw some clearance stuff at Walmart, like a 50-inch TV is like $250 or something. Like, it's insane.
It is.
And so, like, it doesn't feel like $200 for a video game console in any era is too much.
No.
And so that just wild that they were able to get the price down that much. They sold 3.6 million of those things in the first year, and I just loved it. The game that dropped with it, probably the very best Mario game
I still tell my kids
all time.
I still tell them that.
Super Mario 64, like, does it get better than this game? The first time you get to see Mario in 3D, he's sliding on his belly, he's going into that
Bowser into those bombs, like,
yes,
that was something, man. But let me ask you a question though, real quick. I want to see if I can judge you for your sins here. How many times did you throw that little baby penguin off the edge of the map?
I never did that.
I don't believe you.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So it's like one of the first levels. You have to help this like mom penguin find her little baby penguin, and it's like this big like icy level and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, you can take that baby and just chuck it off the side of the map.
Bro, you're sacrificing baby penguins?
Maybe.
What?
I guarantee I'm not the only one.
Yes,
And
you
if
are.
people aren't admitting it out there right now, they
No.
are liars because I guarantee you.
Did you throw the baby penguin off of the side of the freaking map
I guarantee
in
it.
Mario 64? Tell us in the comments because I did not even know that was a thing. That's a terrible thing to do. And I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
I think he's a liar.
I'm lying, but I'm lying about the friend part.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not lying about throwing that thing off. I did not know you could do that.
Yeah, you can walk that little bitch right off the edge.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah,
So,
well,
but Mario 64 was just awesome. I mean, that controller with the middle joystick, just being able to just run circles with Mario, go anywhere on that map you wanted to go if you had the right key. That was the frustrating part. It's like, God dang it, the freaking key.
Some of the controls, being that it was like 360, it was hard to accomplish some of the stuff you had to do,
because you couldn't necessarily just move the camera where you wanted it to go, and so you had to wait for it.
It was tough, dude.
It was hard. It was a good game though, and like just starting off in that castle, sliding on your belly, trying to find the right door to go into, and there was a couple of doors where there was nothing in there for you to even do. It's like, why'd they even let me in there?
I like that it was random too, though, that you could like, I remember like getting in the center of like the lobby or whatever and looking up at the princess, and I think I got a star for it. Like it was one of like the secret stars you can get. So
yeah, something you wouldn't think you'd even have to do.
Yeah, so I guarantee I never got all the stars because it was just way too hard. There was a bunch of hidden ones, and I'm pretty sure we had like the book. You know what I mean?
Did you really?
The walkthrough book, and we still just could not do
it. I definitely remember like Nintendo Power or something having the magazine. I don't know if I borrowed it from somebody at school or borrowed it from the library, stole it from the book fair. I don't know. I could have just went to Quick Trip on my bike and read it and then tried to go figure it out. Because I remember doing that for sure. Like we were probably
take a little notepad and you're like, all right.
I didn't do that. I memorized it. I kind of have, for as stupid as I seem on this podcast, there's parts of me that have somewhat of a photographic memory where I can remember things really well. And technical things are kind of that way for me. And so like I could remember codes pretty well, or just things on like directions. And so I remember riding my bike. I don't know. We were probably half a mile from a Quick Trip, and Quick Trip always had those magazine racks.
Yeah.
And before they started putting like discs and freebies in the magazines, and so they'd put them in that plastic.
Yep.
The magazines were just open. You could go look through them.
Yeah.
And I would go look through Nintendo Power and see what was going on and see what I could do. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, Mario 64 was awesome. I'll tell you a game that wasn't awesome, that also dropped when the Nintendo 64 came out. I hated Pilot Wings 64. Did you play it?
I tried a couple times to get into it, but it sucks so bad. It's
so
like,
stupid. Like, this is dumb.
And it makes you wonder, like, how that even came to be. Like, there's probably somebody out there like, fuck you, that was a great game. But, you know, like for real, like who pitched that? And somebody's like, oh, yeah, that could work.
Let's just get some random friggin' nobodies to on gliders and try to go through rings. Like, this is dumb, and the mechanics sucked. I always just nosedived and couldn't get it going fast enough.
Yeah,
and like I just hated it. It was stupid.
It was.
I'm glad that we had Blockbuster back then and we were able to rent stuff. Because if I would have bought that as a kid with my own money, I would have been mad.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, Pilot Wings, big thumbs down. Nintendo 64, big thumbs up. And Mario 64, 2 thumbs up. It was great. I don't know why we're doing thumb ratings. What are we, freaking Siskel and Ebert?
But here we are.
Anyway, all right, 1999, a couple years later, the PlayStation has taken over, dude. Like, the PlayStation, the Nintendo 64 came out and it was awesome. The PlayStation came out and it was so much more epic. And I hate to even admit that, but the PlayStation was so epic. Like, it was just awesome. And yeah, the discs, after a while, that was a pain in the butt because they were getting scratched and you had to go put toothpaste on them to get them fixed. And you'd rent them and then they'd take them back and whatever. You'd get a crappy one when you rented it and whatever. But the PlayStation freaking took over, and in 1999, Activision released Tony Hawk Pro Skater. We talked about Tony Hawk Pro Skater last week or a couple weeks ago, the second one.
Yep.
But this first one was, I didn't, honestly, like, for real, when I very first played this game, I was like,
this is the future.
am I controlling a real person?
Yeah, I know. The mechanics were incredible.
And the mechanics were great, and just being like figuring out you go fast, you go up the ramp, and then you jump, and then you can just do so many tricks.
Yep.
Like, it was wild. And you got to pick, you didn't just play with Tony Hawk, you got to pick all of those guys, and you got to pick your skateboard, and there was all kinds of really cool skateboards.
That's what was cool, the skateboards.
And then you got to pick your wheels and all of that stuff. And it was just like, this is awesome. I'm not even a skateboarder, but the X Games is super cool, and this game is freaking awesome. And so Tony Hawk Pro Skater was just great. Had a really good soundtrack too. I mean, lots of good music that they had in that game.
They did.
So you didn't even have to listen to your own music if you did that when you played games.
Oh, I did. I'd always have my own music going.
Really? Mm-hmm. But this one just had good music already in it. So Truett's listening on TikTok Live, and he's giving me a hard time. That's hilarious. That's funny. All right. So I don't think we had these.
No,
because we ran cables everywhere in that house on 3rd Street.
Yep.
No, that would have been the house on Plum.
Yep.
Yeah, the Plum house. We ran cables everywhere to our original Xboxes, but this wireless adapter came out in I think in 2000. I didn't put the date on here for some reason, but in 2000 this thing came out, and I bet that it was pretty good because we just were not used to wireless back then. Like, that was not, like, you just ran a cable, and so having a wireless adapter, and this thing's huge, dude. Like, look at that picture. Like, that looks like a freaking modem.
It does.
With
a mini modem, 100%.
Yeah, with a freaking antenna sticking out the side of it. $140 back then. Like,
not worth it. I just
pricey. Like, just
run my cord, man. Yeah,
run that cable.
I got my own router just to hook everything together.
Like, just run that cable. So, I don't know. Pretty crazy how big this thing was. 5 times faster, it says, than I don't know what, because there's no way it was faster than wired. But I bet people were pumped for this because there was probably spots where you couldn't put your Xboxes, you couldn't get a cable there, and so now you could. But I bet there was also some really frustrated people playing Halo getting friggin' booted or glitching or whatever. Speaking of Halo, 2007, Bungie. Do you remember when this happened?
I do.
Bungie Studios gained independence from Microsoft, but Bungie, who made the very first couple, two or three Halo games, they lost the rights to Halo. Microsoft got to keep it, but Bungie got to move on. I don't know why you'd want to get out from underneath Microsoft. Seems like
I would like to hear the story of that because Halo was such a big deal and what Bungie was known for. So it's like, there needs to be like a little documentary on that or something.
Yeah, and then Microsoft was like, okay, we'll create our own studio called 343 and we'll just go do it.
Yep.
Like, okay, fine, whatever. And so they did it, and they've made good games since. And I don't know if anything compares to 1 and 2, but that's
2 was always my favorite.
I don't know if Bungie could have done better themselves.
That's true.
Who knows? But I think this was. I remember this being a big deal. Like, whoa, Bungie's not going to be making Halo games anymore.
I remember the first time I saw 343 on there, I was like, "The fuck is this?
This is fake. This is pirated.
Fuck this shit.
This isn't Halo." So yeah, I mean that one does stick in my mind a little bit because I just remember that being like that was kind of seemed like it was a big deal. All right, let's take a trip back in TV land.
Okay.
To 1985. Obviously, you and I don't remember this show when it came out, and I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking about when we talk about MacGyver.
What am I thinking about?
You're thinking about MacGruber. I know you are.
God damn it, it's so good.
But let's let's talk about MacGyver first, and then we can talk about
I don't even
MacGruber.
want to talk about MacGyver. I just want to talk about MacGruber.
MacGyver, like, you still hear people talk about this because he just did such wild stuff to make things work.
Yeah.
And it was just so outlandish. It was so just crazy 80s action. And you still hear people talk about MacGyvering something.
Yep.
When you use bubble gum and a safety pin
Yeah.
to start a car or whatever
Yeah.
you're trying to do, right?
100%, yep.
And so this one, just growing up, we all knew about MacGyver. We all watched MacGyver. And then it was in an SNL skit first, and then it was movies. And then we got MacGruber.
So fucking funny, man.
And MacGruber was hilarious, dude.
So
because
good.
it was spot on. Like,
what's your favorite scene? Do you remember?
Man, just on the spot, I couldn't tell you.
My favorite is when he has to create a distraction and he's like looking for stuff and he finds like a celery stalk, and then all of a sudden it cuts to him like with the celery like shoved in his butt cheeks, and he's like walking around like with celery in his butt cheeks, and all the bad guys are like, what the hell's going on?
What are you doing?
Making a little distraction. What the hell is that?
And it was like the ultimate distraction. I was expecting him to do like some cool MacGyver stuff, and it's like he just put it in his butt cheeks. And was just...
Who's the guy? Will? What's his name?
God, what is his name? It's gonna kill me as soon as you say it, because I know it.
Oh, come on!
He's done some cool stuff.
Where is it? 2010, MacGruber came out.
Is it like Fournette or something like that?
Will Fournette?
I don't know. I'm just guessing now.
Yeah, Forte.
There you go.
Will Forte, and Kristen Wiig, and Val Kilmer was in the movie.
Yeah. Such a good movie. God, I want to go watch it right now, dude.
So yeah,
oh my God,
MacGyver / MacGruber. Okay, let's move it up a little bit to 1989.
Okay,
these dudes.
Hell yeah, that was a banger too. What a good song.
I know, dude. Like, it's just like
we'll it takes that
you
the rest
back
of the
to
night.
it. Yeah, it's just an earworm. And this show, there was always antics. There was always somebody to save, and Chip and Dale were just always, trying to help out. And then they're friends. The bad guy. I looked some of this stuff up, and it brought me back. And like the bad guy, the cat bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, oh man, that's like that triggered like lots of memories in my brain of the bad guy from this. So yeah, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers in 1989 debuted, and it just Chip and Dale are great now, even still. Like, I love that they're funny.
It's wild that they're still around. Like that's
yeah. They're still doing stuff. And my kids watch the new shorts of these guys, and they're hilarious. Like, they're super funny.
I haven't even seen any of the new stuff.
Yeah, it's really funny. And so Chip and Dale's funny. And then I don't know if it was a spinoff or whatever, but it also brought me back. I was talking about this with my wife. It made us think of Tailspin. Also was, I don't know if it was a spinoff of this or if it was just kind of in that same era, but Tailspin was really good too. So, all right, moving on. 1990. I didn't watch this.
No, I didn't either.
But Beverly Hills 90210 was huge. It was on for 10 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
From 1990 to 2000. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's a long time for a show like that to be going. But Beverly Hills 90210, there is a huge fan base for this. We're not part of it. Not saying it sucked, just saying I didn't watch it.
Yep.
Because I don't know. Like, I know maybe, can I even name anybody?
I don't think I could. Yeah,
I can picture them in my brain, but I can't name any of the cast members. That's wild. Huh. Oh, I typed that wrong. Tori Spelling.
That's it.
That's the first one. Jenny Garth. Shannon Doherty, Jason Presley, Luke Perry, Tori Spelling. Yeah, that was a big cast. Brian Austin Green. Yeah, there's a lot of people there. So yeah, this one came out in 1990 this week. Okay, another one I didn't watch much of, but it was so popular.
I saw some of it, and it was wild. It was always.
I mean, I watched it because everybody watched some of
Yeah.
American Chopper. It debuted in 2002. The Tuttles, like you just didn't know what was going to happen, and I guess when it started out, it was kind of cool. Like the motorcycles were the kind of the main thing, and then
then it
dad.
got drama.
And then the dad and the son just like exploded because they got, I guess, because they got famous. I don't know. It was set in Orange County, California. And I just remember thinking, man, like that shop that they had at the very beginning of the show was so crappy and so just old and worn down. And then almost overnight, it seemed like in the show, they were in that brand new American Chopper friggin' building.
It's like they got huge once they realized like what the ratings were going to be. Like, yeah, we're going to give you guys all the money and you get the shop. And
and it was almost over. It felt like it was overnight for those guys. And then I guess it just got to them because the dad and the son just exploded.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to move way ahead. And I'm going to have to admit something. My son's watching, and hopefully I'm not a disappointment. 2008, the animated TV series Star Wars: The Clone Wars debuted. I don't know much about it.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I've heard it's awesome. It's something, I think it's still canon. And it's definitely got the clone, like the guy that is Boba Fett.
Okay.
Is all of the stormtroopers. Oh, you didn't even know that. But Clone Wars, super good cartoon. It was it was animated. And it came out in 2008 this week. So if you liked that show, let us know why, because I've heard it's really cool. My family says it's cool. I just haven't watched a lot of it. Okay. Sports. Wrestling, sports. 1987, again, we don't remember this, but this was wild to me because the NFL was on strike in 1987. And this was the very first scrub Sunday. They had alternate players because all the players in the NFL were like, nope, we're not playing.
So they just found random dudes?
They went and found whole new teams of people that were like, yep, we'll play. And it was called Scrub Sunday, and it was the very first time that replacement players played in the NFL.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine that now? Like, they're just holding tryouts, and we're like, yes.
I'll do it, I guess. I'll be your kicker.
Yeah. I'll go be the running back and get killed.
God.
Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That a professional sports league in the U.S. had alternate players because their players were just like, nope.
Yeah. We're not doing it.
There's no way that would happen today.
No. They'd lose so much money immediately.
No way. All right. A little bit of Cowboys history news.
Hell yeah.
Ed Too Tall Jones, 1989, records his 1,000th NFL tackle. I don't remember Ed Too Tall Jones too much because that was, I would say, probably about 3 to 5 years before I was really into football. But I know Ed Too Tall Jones was a bad dude, and 1,000 tackles in the NFL is crazy.
That's a lot of hitting people.
There's a lot of hitting people, especially back then, because I feel like the game was tougher back then. I don't think that's a hot sports opinion by any means, but I feel like the game was definitely harder.
Oh, I think 100% that's real. I mean, there's so many, like, you can't touch the quarterback anymore without, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't really throw flags much. They just go out there and hit each other, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I mean, they had bigger pads, but concussions, like the helmets, they didn't have the technology.
That stuff for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, this is a big one. October 5th, 1997, WWF, In Your House, Bad Blood.
That was a core memory.
Super core, like vivid.
I would give anything to be able to watch it again for the first time.
Yeah, it's so awesome. We have Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match. I think it was the first Hell in a Cell match. Somebody, if I'm wrong, somebody will tell me that it wasn't, that, you know, Bret Hart and whoever were in it in the 96, but I'm pretty sure 97 was the very first Hell in a Cell. And it was like, okay, these two guys, Shawn Michaels can't be a freaking wuss and run away.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to face Undertaker because they're going to be in the steel cage with a freaking roof.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not getting away. Somebody is going to win this match, and the Undertaker's going to freaking kill him,
Mm-hmm.
like for sure, right? Like that's what everybody thought.
You just knew, 100%.
Like, yeah. Except here comes the Undertaker's brother at the end of the match, middle of the match. I don't even remember when. He comes, the lights go out, the fire comes up. Here comes Kane just walking out there with Paul Bearer. He goes down to that steel cage, and do you remember what he did?
Did he just rip the door off?
He freaking ripped the hinges off of the cage door.
I feel like I remember them talking about it and saying like, hey, like something went wrong. Like it was supposed to pop off, like something happened. It's like he had to like rip the fucking hinges off.
Right.
Like, so it's like how crazy to be like in that moment and be like, yeah, I'm just tearing this damn
He
door
had
off.
to get in there. Like, because obviously we know wrestling's fake.
Yeah.
And it didn't work the way that they thought it was going to work. And so he really had to like pull that gate
and
and
that bitch off, man. And wasn't he like a school teacher before? Like he,
I don't know, but he's huge. If he was a school teacher, holy crap! There's no way that there was a bad kid in any of his classes.
Yeah.
But he rips the freaking door off of the cage, gets inside of there, and it's just like it's madness because
looked shook.
Yes, he did, and you didn't. Undertaker never looked shook. No. And it's like this was his brother, who I think he thought he was dead.
Yeah, and it's interesting that they had the same moves too.
Yeah. Well, he copied him. Yeah. I mean, Kane copied everything that Undertaker did.
Yeah.
And so it was super wild. And I remember this. And do you remember the bad news from this night?
Was that the Blue Blazer?
No. This is the night they found out that Brian Pillman had died.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Yeah,
they announced it at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
They found him not alive in his hotel room before the show.
Crazy.
That dude was wild. Brian Pillman, he was a wild dude. So yeah, he was not alive, and then Kane came in and ripped the freaking hinges off of that cage, and that was just insane.
It probably took me a while to go to bed after that. I was probably just amped for fucking days.
So crazy. Okay. As wild as that was, the next year, around the same time, on Monday Night Raw, Stone Cold is at his peak. Like, it's peak Stone Cold. Peak Vince McMahon battle, just going head to head. Vince was always trying to one-up him, being a weasel, and Stone Cold always got the better of him. And they finally, the night before, there was a pay-per-view, and I think it was a triple threat match, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold. And it was like it ended in a draw. Nobody won, but it was for the title. And Vince, so the next night on Monday Night Raw, Vince is out there, like just being Vince and thinking he's got Stone Cold, just dead to rights. And then it just cuts backstage, and we just see Stone Cold riding on the Zamboni backstage.
As you do.
As you would in Detroit at the stadium. And he just rides that sucker right out to the ring. I remember him running into the ring, and I was like, oh, crap, the ring's going to fall over. He runs into it, gets on top of the Zamboni, and just freaking clotheslines the crap out of Vince McMahon.
God damn it, I miss that old school wrestling stuff, man.
Just you didn't know what Stone Cold was ever going to
had
do.
A clue what was going to happen, man.
And it was just like that. And I think the show just ended.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like
I could hear JR going crazy, and then it fades
oh my god, yeah, like,
and then the next show comes on, you're like, what the hell am I supposed to do right now?
Suits, really, or whatever it was that came on. Like,
I was like, I have no idea what to do with myself right now.
How does that? Yeah, it's
I'm just jacked up.
Yeah, so that was crazy in 1998. The stuff that they did, and that wasn't even like, I don't know, it was just so cool. Like it was just, you wouldn't have ever thought that somebody would drive a Zamboni out to the ring and jump off of it and clothesline somebody, and they did it. That's almost to me as memorable as the beer truck episode. Do you remember that when he just sprayed the beer everywhere? Wrestling was so awesome back then. It's
It
not
was.
nearly as cool
Yeah.
now. Like I've watched some stuff recently, and it's not as cool. I mean,
No.
there's some cool stuff but it's usually the cool stuff that they do nowadays is usually when they bring back old dudes from that era.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, anyway, all right, let's move to 1999 and then talk about a little bit of music. Whether you were into this or not, you definitely heard it, and if you were our age, I mean, I don't know if you had MTV.
Dude, I remember staying home sick. And then this music video come on. I was like, what the hell is this? It was another core memory.
That skirt.
Yeah.
That school.
That whole outfit was just.
I don't know. There's a Mandela effect out there where was it plaid? Was it not plaid? Did she have the shirt tied? I don't even know.
I didn't even, yeah.
But what I know is, holy smokes, Britney Spears was, wow.
Then she got crazy.
She got real crazy.
She got real crazy.
But, yeah, back then, dude, seeing this on TRL for the first time on MTV, I was just like, what is happening?
What is going on right now?
What is going on with my body right this second? Because
Jesus,
I don't think this has ever happened.
Oh God.
Yeah. So everybody heard that song. Everybody was sick of that song by the time it went off the air, but it topped the charts. Over 10 million singles sold in 9 countries. Like that's just crazy,
that is
dude.
Insane.
Just think about if the single was $1, which it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's $10 million.
Yeah.
And so she just had gobs of money.
All the money.
Just wild. And then this one from I'm an idiot and didn't put the thing in there, but I think it was 2000 when this came out. I'll look it up in a second.
Yeah.
Hard Knock Life by Jay-Z. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, Jay-Z's the man. It's like everything he touched was just
gold,
crazy.
Dude. Yeah. Yeah. So Hard Knock Life, 2003, maybe 2002. Hard Knock Life, the ghetto anthem, like
still such a solid song.
It is.
And I think that's what really made Jay-Z different is like, it didn't matter what he did. Like it's held up forever, like it's
99 Problems is still, he did a lot of timeless stuff. I don't know. You can think whatever you want to think about him personally, but like the music he made, he had some bangers out there.
Brought up Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye did beats for him and stuff. And that's what
really?
he just kept pressing him like, dude, I want to rap, whatever.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
352,000 singles in the opening week. That's pretty wild.
That's wild.
That's a lot.
Jesus.
And so, Jay-Z had lots of good stuff. Just another retro rewind for this week.
We did it.
It's time for the mid-roll ad. We ain't got one. Suck it, corporate America.
We'll do it on our own. We're
got it on our. We got checkbooks.
Write some hot ass checks.
Yes.
It'll catch us to it later. It'll
be
all right.
They're signed Cartridge and Quest. Go find them.
So, speaking of money, my week one of the hot tub bet did not go very well.
Looks like you're going to be hot tubbing at my house for a little bit.
I didn't got a damn invite in a while.
I know. I haven't been out there. I've been out there once in the last 3 weeks, dude.
Got these sweet ass dude robes and I got some shorts now, and you're going to tell me I can't come over? All right.
I mean, I didn't say you couldn't. I just haven't invited you, but I also haven't been out there either. I would not be surprised, though, if I just went out there one night and you were hanging out. I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be upset. Like
I might do that. You're going to smell the grill. I'm like, what the fuck is going on
that,
outside?
buddy?
I've got like
What,
the grill going.
smoking?
Oh, shit. It's Miguel. But anyways, we got to get back into this because I really want to get my own hot tub. Like I said, I could take the easy way out and get like a little $400 hot tub, but that just isn't my style. So
put that crown on.
Starting back over, I did a $25 wager. It's going to turn into $51. So the way it looks here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to take me 8 attempts of doing this, 8 in a row, and that sounds pretty unlikely. But you know what? I'm very committed. So let's go ahead and turn this into $50, then turn 50 into 100. the thing I was thinking though was like, man, I don't want to wait 8 weeks. So I was like, man, if this hits, then maybe I do a baseball parlay, and maybe I do, like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. My buddy Lee that listens all the time, he's really good at baseball stuff.
Is he?
He'll tell me stuff like, man, like I should parlay these, and then he doesn't do it, and then it like would have hit for like thousands of dollars.
Oh
Like,
man,
you should probably try it, and then he does try it, and he's like, oh, they all sucked, and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
How about you just talk about it and all?
Yeah, exactly. You just talk about it, and then I'll do. I've tailed a couple of his bets before, and I don't know that I've ever actually hit on one, but fuck, it's bound to happen sooner or later, I guess. But anyways,
yeah, I mean, we're not talking about big money here. I mean, we're talking about making some decent money.
Yeah, and I think that's what's going to be hard. Like when I have $1,600 in my account, be like, am I really going to risk this for $3,200? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, is that what you're planning on doing? Is just doubling it?
Yeah, I'm doubling it every time. 50 to 100, 100, 200, 200,
okay.
400, 400, 800.
Dang.
And then by the time I'm done, it'll be 12,800, which should be plenty for a good hot tub.
That's how much a hot tub? A real hard shell?
Yeah, I want to say like one of the good ones I was looking at was in the 10,000 range right there. So,
bro, okay, so
I'm trying to do it up.
And you're not counting your parlay on week 1.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just $1,000 in my pocket. I just kept.
Nice.
So
yeah,
I want to do this from a small amount because I mean I could take it 1,000 to 2, 2 to 4, like, and fuck, I guess I could, but no, we'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. If I have another shitty week and I lose $25 instead of 1,000.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the Chargers to beat the Giants. I'm looking at the Lions to beat the Browns. And I don't want to say it, but I'm looking at the Packers to beat the Cowboys.
It's gonna happen though. Like I'm a huge Cowboys fan, and there's no doubt I got a Cowboys tattoo.
Micah's gonna fuck him. Our secondary's gonna fuck us. So it's like,
and I bet here's my guess. I think we're probably gonna score 28 points. Green Bay is gonna score 32, 36.
Okay.
Mike is gonna he's gonna sack Dak 4 times.
So that should have been a parlay I did. Is like even just on the Cowboys, like, yeah, Micah's gonna get a sack.
Yep.
Even for the sake of saying like fucking their defense is gonna score. Like I could see it happening. Like it seems pretty likely.
I don't know. Dak's been pretty accurate. Like it's gonna be tough for their defense to score.
Not with Mike all over your ass though.
Maybe. And and our offensive line is hurt. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, Dak's gonna have to figure out that he's got feet.
Yeah,
because
that's our only saving grace, and he just will not run. And if he would run, I think it would make all the difference in the world. But I think he's scared.
I think he doesn't want to break his ankle again. I think that was traumatic, which it was. It was traumatic to me, and I was just watching it on the couch.
It was bad.
And I remember that. Like when I think about it, I remember his ankle just blah blah blah. And so, he is scared, I'm sure. But it's like this is how good quarterbacks are surviving today is getting out of the pocket.
You gotta be mobile, man.
You just have to have more than 3 seconds to throw the ball because stuff has to develop.
You got people to spy you. It's going to open up your receivers. And
he doesn't step up into the pocket enough. He usually takes that 3-step drop, but then you don't see him take 1 or 2 steps up into the pocket.
That's what I hated so much last year is like he would just take the hit. He'd drop 3 steps and then just roll and take the hit. And I'm like, God, just get rid of
and it's not even always about rolling out to the left or right. Like if your offensive line could just give you a pocket and you could step up 1 or 2 steps, just that extra 1 or 2 seconds to let somebody get open.
I know
it's
tough.
It's feels like a minute. And so, and CD being out is going to be tough. Hopefully George Pickens can pick that up. But this is going to be a tough game and
it'll be a tough year.
It's going to be a tough year, but they all have been since for the last 30 years, they've been tough years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough, but yes, I agree. I think, you're taking the money line. And so is that the money line isn't the spread?
Nope. Just them winning outright.
Win or lose. You're just picking the winner. Yeah, I think the Packers are going to beat them this week. Unfortunately, I don't think they have a shot at it, which,
I'd be happy to lose.
That's fine.
They want to smash the Packers. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not me, but
we can get a winning record there. But I got Tucker Kraft on my fantasy team.
Okay.
And he's probably gonna that secondary of the Cowboys sucks. And so my guess is Tucker Kraft's gonna get me quite a few points this week.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Anyway, let's talk a little bit about what's on Mike's mind.
Man, I don't even know how I got to thinking about this, but we've made a couple comments about like when we even lived together, like just down the street from here right now, and like just having some like spooky shit happen. Like we had this basement where some just scary stuff was going on, and it made me think about like, dude, like growing up in the house that I grew up in, there was so much crazy shit that happened. I don't know that you really.
On Cherry or
Yeah,
before?
yeah.
So I have a story about Cherry.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's good. Yeah.
go ahead.
So, man, I felt for the longest time I'd tell my mom like, man, there's some weird shit going on. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm seeing things, I'm feeling things, like whatever. And it's like I always had this feeling too, like I knew when something was around. And I just remember fucked up stuff happening. Like I'd be laying in my bed with my cat. My cat used to like lay across my chest, and I'd sit there and just pet it. And I remember one day, like my cat is like, kind of facing me, like asleep on my chest. And all of a sudden I feel this weird presence. And then I hear like footsteps like next to my bed. And all of a sudden my cat's head goes like this and is like staring at something. And it's like slowly starts like looking like this as
What
this
the
thing like
heck?
comes next to me. And I'm like, I remember just pushing the cat, like, get the fuck off me. like,
What is the
like
cat's
it's
fault?
the cat's fault. Like, it was telling me, you know what I mean? Like I have goosebumps right now just even talking about this. But the cat, I remember just watching by the foot of my bed, and it just turned and like watches like something is like standing next to me,
Dude.
and I just had to get the cat out of there because I'm like, dude, you were making this way too real and weird. And
So how long did you guys live at Cherry?
man, we were there like a long time, like pretty
Yeah.
much like a lot of my childhood. We were
Really?
there, and for like I said, for the longest time, I tell my mom like, man, it's weird, something's going on. I'm seeing things, I'm hearing things, whatever. And it's like no, and it's like I remember like legit one time, like something like sat on the foot of my bed, and like I felt my bed sink, like where it
That's
sat down.
insane.
And that was like the creepiest thing, man. I shot up and turned my light on, and of course, what am I going to do? I'm just sitting there like looking around.
Yeah,
I can't see
there's
anything,
nothing
like,
there.
whatever. I've had friends come over and stuff, and they'd like, it sounded like my little brother's in my room because like something was going on with my guitar or whatever, and we go upstairs and like
That's the story I have.
Oh,
So
is it?
yeah,
Okay,
so
yeah.
we were up there. You had that attic room,
Mhm,
and it was all finished. It was nice. I mean, it was a
mhm,
good room. But we came down those stairs. We were in the kitchen,
mhm,
and I don't remember what we were doing down there, but it wasn't the house just wasn't super loud, and so we heard footsteps up there,
mhm,
and then we heard the guitar, like some strums on
mhm.
the guitar, and it was just us
Yeah.
in the house. There was no one else up there, and we
Mhm.
were like, "What the heck?" And you're like, "Yeah, you." I remember you look at me and you were like, "Yeah, that happens," and I was like, "What?
Yeah.
Like that's just normal?"
It got weird, man. Like I said, it got to the point like I'd have friends come over, and like I remember my buddy Tim was over, and he went to the bathroom middle of the night. We're playing games all night, whatever. And then he's like, "Yeah, it's not funny, whatever." Because I told him my house was haunted, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "I heard you scratching on my door." I'm like,
That wasn't me, bro.
"But I hate to tell you, but nobody went in there.
There's
Nobody,
nobody.
like, dude, that was just you, So
I am
that,
not.
that kind of had him tripping out a little bit. But like, I literally heard like a woman say my name before, and I thought like my family was home. I went down, and like we would keep like cereal and like cabinets in the basement and stuff. I would go down to the basement to like get some, and I remember I opened it up and I hear someone yell my name, and I was like, "Yeah." And then they didn't say anything. So I was like, yeah, yell louder, up the stairs. And then I hear like my mom pull up in the car
Oh
because I thought they'd come
shoot!
home already. So I sprinted up the stairs, dude. And I like ran out there and just told them, I was like, dude, somebody said my name. Like I heard it clear as day, whatever, and I was the only one home. So I thought they like snuck in and I didn't hear them or
What
something.
the heck? I don't even remember there being a basement in that house.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where the laundry room and stuff was.
I thought that was outside,
No.
like out in that air. No, anyway.
So yeah, dude, I've had some weird things, and that's not even it. Like there's a handful of other things that have just been, pretty spooky. But I don't know what made me think about that. But I've had other people, tell me about weird stuff that's happened in their house and stuff. So it's like, dude, I would love to know if anyone's,
Yeah,
listening,
I
watching,
just hear this
whatever. If
ton
you've
of
got
stories.
something,
Yeah.
dude, like share it because that stuff is
I mean,
so
I know,
intriguing.
especially like right now, this is the season for that
Yeah.
all too. But like, scary stories are just weird anyway. Like when that house you're talking about, when we lived
Mhm.
together
Yeah.
over here, our laundry room was down in the basement,
Mhm.
and I was on the phone with my girlfriend,
Yeah.
who's now my wife,
Yeah.
and I was talking to her, and I was in the kitchen. In that kitchen, there was a back door, and then you went downstairs into that creepy basement
Mhm.
where the laundry room was, and we heard. And when I say we, I
Mhm.
mean both of us. I was on the phone with her,
Mhm.
and that door was open for some reason. We heard the deepest. It I can't explain it any other way except for a demon.
Mhm.
The deepest growl yell we have ever heard, and I stopped dead in my tracks, and she said, "What the heck was that?" And I said, "You heard that too?" And she said, yes. And I said, I got to get out of here.
See, that's what creeped me out because I had a similar situation, but it was like a woman screaming, like bloody murder scream. So my girlfriend at the time was there, my wife now, and so we're in there just doing dishes. You know, she's helping me do dishes, whatever. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I go to the bathroom and I'm getting ready to go to the door, and I just hear this woman scream like bloody murder, like, you know, she's being murdered. And I turned around and like go back in there to make sure she's okay. And I didn't say anything because I don't want to freak her out. And she goes, what? And I was like, nothing. And I turn on, she goes, did you hear that too? And I was like, oh God. Again, I'm getting goosebumps.
I'm getting goosebumps right now too.
She like she's like, you know, like starting to panic, and she's like, we gotta go, we gotta get out of here, you know, whatever. So I want to say like we like got like left, you know, like we left the house. And dude, having to go back to that house was spooky, you know what I mean? But
I don't know how we ever went back to sleep in that house.
I don't know, but that was wild, man. That was definitely one of those things that I'm gonna remember that sound for the rest of my life because it was.
I hear that. I can hear it right now, like just that growl, yell. That dude must have been murdering that lady. Like that's what was happening.
Whatever it was, like that was the creepiest scream I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my gosh, those. And we've got like my wife lived at a really creepy house that is actually right behind our house now.
Yeah, we could spend time talking about these stories for a while, but yeah.
It's wild.
That was something I just wanted to bring up because Jesus, that God, I don't
crazy.
know.
So anyway, well, I don't have anything for WWTD today because I am awesome at Fortnite.
I'm stacking clips. So
are you?
Yeah. Let me get a couple more clips, and I'll have another. What would Trav do here pretty soon? Because
we're having fun playing Blitz though.
Yeah, Blitz is a great time.
Blitz is fun. It's fast, high energy, fast paced.
Yeah.
I found out something too. Collector's Maze. He met a guy that's doing art for Fortnite. Like he's
crazy.
He's animating for art for Fortnite.
Huh.
And so we may want to bring that guy on and talk to him and
maybe
see
he could make us a Fortnite character.
If we can get some Fortnite,
not in the game, but just
just in general.
That'd be cool looking.
I mean, in the game would be sweet.
I mean, that'd be amazing. But yeah,
I think you probably have to have more than 1,000 followers on TikTok to get a Fortnite character. We do. We have 2129.
There you go.
We're getting there.
Yeah. By this, like, give us another 1,000 years and we'll be on Fortnite.
That's right. We'll be on Fortnite.
We'll see.
Call us Ninja Junior.
Yeah. Okay.
So, for all you listening to the end, thanks for doing that because you get the answer to the conundrum. It was C. Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Do you remember playing this game? You don't remember it at all?
Nope.
So you start out in like the Yoshi on the Yoshi planet, and it's all like it looks like it's drawn in crayon.
Okay.
And Yoshi and Baby Mario, you're riding on Yoshi as Baby Mario the whole, and when you get hit by a Goomba or whatever, you fall. Baby Mario falls off, and so the part of the conundrum where it talks about that sound that you wanted to, it was Mario crying.
Oh Lord!
And it's annoying as crap.
I'm gonna have to go find it.
It's loud and annoying as all get out when he falls off of there, and you have to go stick your tongue out of Yoshi and get him back on you. That's how you get him back on there.
You're licking babies.
Yeah, it's licking babies.
All right.
So Yoshi's Island is the answer to the conundrum. And, I think, I don't know what I think because that's the end of the episode. And so I guess what I was going to say is like, follow us on the stuff and the things and the socials and all of the stuff. Anywhere that you have our faces, push a heart or push a share button or subscribe to it. And I don't care if you even ever come back to it. But go push those buttons because that helps us out like crazy. And it costs you no money to go do that. Like you're already scrolling. Just look for our dumb faces and hit some hearts because that helps. Write us some comments. Interact with us. Like I'm on social apps all the time, looking for people that are commenting and talking. And so hit us up. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about if it's anything specific. And as always,
peace out, motherfucker.
Peace out and keep it rad.